Hi, my name is Robin Long. I'm our Director of Beverage here at the Culinary and Beverage Innovation Center. Today, we are excited to walk you through some of our new beverages, exciting new flavors, natural with no high fructose corn syrup that create operational efficiencies to make it easy and quick for your guests. In a minute, I'm going to turn it over to Grace for her to teach you about these. So let's get started. Let's take a look at some of our add, change, and deletes. There are 7 new cocktails that you will be learning, and we will dive deeper into those later in the training video. There are 4 new beers that we will be carrying on our beer list: Modelo Especial bottles, Yingling bottles, Lagunitas IPA bottles, and Sam Adams Seasonal Draft. Sam Adams Seasonal Draft will be replacing our seasonal rotator year-round, starting with Sam Adams Summer Ale. We have 3 new wines on our wine menu. These wines will be considered our house wines: Canyon Road Chardonnay replacing Sutter Home Chardonnay, Proverb Merlot replacing Barefoot Merlot, and Beringer White Zinfandel replacing Sutter Home White Zinfandel. We have 3 new liquors on our happy hour. The new liquors are New Amsterdam Vodka replacing Sky Vodka, New Amsterdam Gin replacing Beefeaters, and Crucian Aged White Rum replacing Bacardi. We have some new non-alcoholic drinks to add to our beverage menu: the Blackberry Mint Limeade, the Blackberry Tea, Passion Fruit Tea, and cranberry and grapefruit juices will be added to the brunch menu. We also have some changes to our beverage menu. First, our happy hour. The happy hour times will be changing in some places. This will be changed from 3 to 7 and 9 to close Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. This will vary by state. We also are making changes to our happy hour offers. We are making it much easier for you to remember: $3 beers, $4 house wines, and $5 select cocktails. You will also notice that the Beer Mosa is moving only to the brunch menu. Our Bloody Mary will now be made with Tito's instead of Absolute Vodka. We've got a couple of changes to the recipes, in which we will look at later in the video. We have a number of deletions on our menu as well. I'd like to point out a few of those: the Sky Strawberry Lemonade, which we're replacing with the Tito's Handmade Lemonade, the Lynchburg Lemonade, the Bullet Manhattan, and the Coconut Daiquiri will be removed from our beverage menu. We also have deleted Apothic Red Blend, Sebastiani Pinot Noir, and Clifford Bay Sauvignon Blanc, along with a number of liquors, which you will review in your training session. Before we take a look at our new drinks, let's look at a few of our new prep steps. You will review these in your training sessions, but want to point out we have a new jalapeno prep step, a new mint prep step, and a new pineapple prep step, in which we use the leaves as well as the wedges. Also would like to reiterate to ensure that we are using the proper wash procedure when we are washing all of our produce. Now let's take a look at some of our recipe changes. First, our made-from-scratch strawberry lemonade. There is a new batch recipe as well as a single recipe. First, for the batch recipe, it will be 43 ounces of Monin strawberry puree, 42 ounces simple syrup, 43 ounces Sun Orchard lemon juice. This yields 1 batch and has a 4-day shelf life. Same procedure as before. Pour all ingredients into gallon container, whisk ingredients together until thoroughly mixed. Pour made from scratch equally into 4 store-and pours. Cover, label, date, store at below 40 degrees. For the single, you will start with a fountain glass. The recipe is 3 ounces made from scratch strawberry lemonade batch, 3 ounces of soda water, and 3 strawberry slices. For the procedure, fill the fountain glass with ice. Pour 3 ounces of made from scratch strawberry lemonade batch into the fountain glass. Add the strawberries to the fountain glass, fill with soda, roll ingredients into tin and back to glass. Top with ice as needed. Serve with a white straw. Our next recipe change is the frozen strawberry margarita. I'd like to point out this is a total recipe change and no longer adds grenadine to this recipe. For the new recipe, start with a 16-ounce margarita glass. For the recipe, 1 1/4 ounces of Sauza Gold, 1/2 ounce of triple sec, 2 ounces of margarita mix, and 1.5 ounces of Monin strawberry puree. For the procedure, combine all ingredients into the blender. Fill the margarita glass with ice and pour ice into blender. Blend on number 1. Sugar the rim of the margarita glass, and then lastly, pour the blender contents into the margarita glass. Garnish with a lime wheel and serve with a black straw. For the strawberry daiquiri, let's take a look at the recipe change. Start with a 14-ounce shaker glass. The recipe is 1.5 ounces of well rum, 2 ounces of Monin strawberry puree, and 3/4 ounce of lime juice. For the procedure, combine all ingredients into blender. Fill shaker glass with ice, heaping, and pour into the blender. Press number 1 on the blender. Lastly, pour all of the contents of the blender into the shaker glass. Garnish with a lime wheel and serve with a black straw. For the Southern Belle Margarita, the recipe will remain the same. However, we will be substituting the Island Oasis Peach for Monin Peach Puree. Lastly, we will be updating the traditional Bloody Mary to be the new Tito's Bloody Mary. We will be using 2 ounces of Tito's vodka in this cocktail versus 2 ounces of Absolute vodka. Now let's take a closer look at some of our new drinks. Let's take a look at the Blackberry Mint Limeade. This is one of our new non-alcoholic beverages. This is a take on a classic limeade. We add blackberry and mint for that perfect touch of freshness. First, start with a 14-ounce fountain glass. The recipe for this non-alcoholic drink is 1 ounce Monin blackberry fruit puree, which is 2 pumps, 2 ounces of lime sour prep, 3 ounces of soda water, and 4 mint leaves. Now for the procedure. First step, place 4 mint leaves in the fountain glass. Second, fill the fountain glass with ice. Third, add blackberry puree and lime sour. Fill with soda water. Next, you will roll ingredients into mixing tin and then back to glass 3 to 4 times total. Lastly, you will garnish this drink with a mint sprig and a lime wedge. This is a beautiful, eye-catching, non-alcoholic beverage on a take of a limeade. We have some exciting new additions to our fruit tea lineup. These will be in addition to our mango tea and our sugar-free raspberry. First, an updated peach, now passion fruit, and then blackberry. These are fantastic additions to our non-alcoholic beverage menu. Let's take a look at the blackberry fruit puree as an example. First, start with a 14-ounce fountain glass. For the recipe, use 1 ounce of the fruit puree. In this example, 2 pumps of the blackberry puree, 5 ounces of unsweet tea. Now for the procedure. Step 1, fill the fountain glass with ice. Second, add the fruit puree. And again, this is 2 pumps. Fill the glass with unsweet iced tea. Fourth, roll the ingredients into the mixing tin and then back to the glass. Garnish with a lemon wedge and serve with a white straw. The Pontoon Punch is an exciting and fun new beverage that draws a lot of attention when it goes out from the bar into the dining room. This is a take on a blue lemonade. We use mint and the Swedish fish for extra fun. For the Pontoon Punch, start with a 16-ounce mason jar. For the recipe, 1.5 ounces Deep Eddy's lemon vodka, 1/2 ounce of DeKuyper blue curacao, 3 ounces of Miss Twist, and 5 each mint leaves. For the procedure, start with the mint leaves in the shaker glass. Combine vodka, blue curacao. Next, fill the shaker tin 2/3 with ice. Shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Roll all the ingredients into the mason jar. Top mason jar with ice as needed, and then top with Miss Twist. To garnish, add the lemon wedge and Swedish fish. Serve with a black straw. The Painkiller Punch is a riff on a classic painkiller. This new cocktail uses a pineapple prep step. Please ensure you use 2 different sized pineapple leaves and the Angostura bitters, which helps to add some spice and balance to the fruitiness. For the Painkiller Punch, start with a 16-ounce pineapple glass. For the recipe, 2 ounces of Blue Chair Bay coconut spiced rum, 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 2 ounces of orange juice, and a half an ounce of coconut cream, 1 to 2 dashes of bitters. For the procedure, combine all of these ingredients into shaker glass. And don't forget those dashes of bitters. Fill shaker tin 2/3 of ice and shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Roll all ingredients into the pineapple glass. Top with ice as needed. Garnish with 1/4 pineapple slice and 2 pineapple leaves, placing the tallest one in the middle. Serve with a black straw. Jack's Tennessee Tea. For those guests looking for a Lynchburg lemonade, point them towards this refreshing new beverage. For anyone that knows golf, this is a riff on an Arnold Palmer using Tennessee Jack Daniels. It is by far one of the most refreshing drinks, even for those non-whiskey fans. For this refreshing beverage, start with a 14-ounce shaker glass. For the recipe, 1.5 ounces of Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey, 1 ounce of lemon juice, 1 ounce of simple syrup, and 2 ounces of unsweet tea. For the procedure, combine all the ingredients into a shaker glass. Fill shaker tin 2/3 with ice. Shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Roll all of the ingredients into the shaker glass. Lastly, garnish with a lemon wedge and mint sprig. Introducing Tito's Handmade Lemonades. There are 3 exciting flavors in this lineup. Classic Lemonade, Strawberry, which will be replacing the Sky Strawberry Lemonade, and Blackberry. Tito's Handmade Strawberry Lemonade is the same recipe as the Sky Strawberry Lemonade. However, instead of using 1.5 ounces of Sky vodka, you will use 1.5 ounces of Tito's vodka. For the recipe, 1.5 ounces of Tito's vodka, 0.5 ounces of blackberry puree, 0.5 ounces of simple syrup, 0.5 lemon juice, and 2 ounces of club soda. For the procedure, combine vodka, simple syrup, and fruit puree into the shaker glass. Fill shaker tin 2/3 with ice. Shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Roll all ingredients into shaker glass. Top with ice as needed. Lastly, top with club soda and squeeze lemon wedge into glass. This is the garnish. Serve with a black straw. Mango Heat Margarita. Drinks with heat are super on trend. The heat isn't overpowering even for those that don't like spicy. This delivers a warm and enticing character that leaves you wanting more. Start with a 16-ounce margarita glass. For the recipe, 1 ounce of Milagro tequila, 1 ounce of Ancho Reyes, 3 ounces of margarita mix, and 3/4 ounce mango syrup, or 3 pumps. For the procedure, salt rim of margarita glass. Combine all ingredients into shaker glass. Fill shaker tin 2/3 with ice and shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Strain contents into margarita glass over fresh ice. Top with ice is needed, and then garnish with lime wheel and 1/16 orange wedge. Serve with a black straw. Want a little more heat? Try the grapefruit jalapeno margarita. This cocktail will be featured on our insert on May 7th. For the grapefruit jalapeno margarita, start with a 16-ounce margarita glass. The recipe is 1.5 ounces of Tanteo jalapeno tequila, 1.5 ounces grapefruit juice, 1 ounce lime juice, and 1 ounce of agave syrup. For the procedure, salt the rim of the margarita glass. Combine all ingredients in shaker glass. Next, fill shaker tin 2/3 with ice and shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Strain contents into margarita glass over fresh ice. Top with ice if needed, and then garnish by floating a lime wheel topped with 2 jalapeno slices. Serve with a black straw. The Island Margarita, not your typical margarita, starts out like a margarita, and then we add Malibu coconut rum and pineapple juice. And believe it or not, we added a kick of basil for an extra touch of freshness. For the Island Margarita, start with a 16-ounce margarita glass. For the recipe, 1 ounce El Jimador tequila, 1 ounce Malibu coconut rum, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of margarita mix, and 1 pump of basil concentrate. For the procedure, salt the rim of the margarita glass. Combine all ingredients into shaker glass. Fill shaker tin 2/3 full of ice and shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Strain contents into margarita glass over fresh ice. Top glass with ice if needed, and garnish with 1/4 pineapple slice. Serve with a black straw. Thanks again for your time today learning about our exciting new beverages. We are looking forward to bringing these exciting new flavors, the cross-utilization of these new beverages in non-alcoholic and alcoholic drinks, as well as make them operationally efficient so that you can get them to our guests quickly. We hope you enjoy them and have a great time selling them to our guests. Cheers.